Saul away, Mikis. Today I have with us Jacques Steinboig from the amazing, prestigious, and accredited University of Phoenix Online. Now, to clarify Spanky's interview, we brought in Jacques.
Thank you for the introduction, Tom. Actually, my name is Todd McCullough. Very close, happens all the time, so don't worry about it. Yes, as you said, I teach at the prestigious University of Phoenix Online. I've been with them for 20 years now. Recently I was given a webcam, so I may more personally interact with students. We have a webcam chat feature. It's very popular with the kids, you know. Technology, flashy technology, they love it. But anyway, back to Hercules. Wonderful man, gives us a lot of great Greek myths. Actually, the 12 labors. Originally, he was given 10 labors, but he had help from his nephew, Iolaus, and because of that, it was increased to 12. 2 of the labors didn't count. The first one, Iolaus helped him kill the Hydra, actually, so it wasn't counted. And also on the Augean stables, Hercules had to clean the stables in a day. He diverted a river to do that, and because he had diverted the river to clean it, instead of actually cleaning it with his hands, that wasn't counted, and because of that we have 12 labors rather than 10, which we see 12 a lot in our modern world. This is probably, you know, as a result of such things as that. So, did you have anything else you wanted to ask me in particular? I don't want to run too long.
Yeah, it's good. What were the 12 labors?
So you want to hear about the 12 labors, do you? For the first labor, Hercules had to slay the Nemean lion with impenetrable skin. Now, if you were there at the time of the slaying, you might have heard the lion say, "Fremo."
That bomb!
Oh, no. Come on. Come on. It's just a little highbrow for your part. Anyway, second labor, he had to kill the Lernaean Hydra. The Hydra of Lernaea. The third, he had to capture the Cernaean Hind. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. All of these are self-explanatory. For the fourth, he had to capture the Erymanthian boar alive. For the fifth, he had to clean the Augean stables. Yes, Augean stables. Sorry, passing familiarity. Yeah. Little more difficult than for the scholars of Harvard. Yeah. For the sixth, he had to slay the Stymphalian birds. Birds, probably part people or something. You know. For the seventh, he had to capture the Cretan bull, a bull from Crete, maybe the Taurus. Who knows? They all get all jumbled up in my head sometimes. He had to steal the mares of Diomedes. Mares are four-legged creatures much like horses, but not quite. Or maybe they are. He had to obtain the girdle of Hippolyte. Hippolyte was actually the queen of the Amazon women, a warrior tribe of women who have shown up in quite a few myths from all sorts of cultures. He had to obtain the cows of Geryon, steal the apples of the Hesperides, and finally capture Cerberus, or Kerberos, the guardian dog of Hades, and bring him back later. So, that's just the 12 labors in a nutshell. Anything you'd like to add?
Tom.
I'm not that kind of girl! Oh, my God. What was your favorite labor?
Actually, Tom, I believe what you meant to say is ego non ilum puellum, which is a rough translation. Thank you. So, actually, really, the 12 labors, there are 12 of them, and they're just so interesting, you can't narrow it down to one. So, I personally have 2 favorites. I really enjoy the first labor because, okay, it's a lion, which we're all afraid of. Lions are very scary creatures. But this one is impenetrable, has impenetrable skin, It's basically immune to everything. But it can still have its airways blocked. Very clever on Hercules' part. So he takes his arm, and you can quote me on this, wraps it around the lion's throat, and just strangles it. Now, obviously, we can't see that because that's animal cruelty and there are several laws against it. But back in that time, just hearing about that, that's an inspiring story. I mean, he overcame the challenge of killing a lion to redeem himself for killing his family. I mean, okay, sorry, this kind of chokes me up a little bit. Okay. Now, the fifth labor, my second favorite personally, just because it's such a tale of triumph as well. Hercules had to clean stables, not really fitting for a hero of his caliber. So what he did to make it heroic, he could have just shoveled, giant stables. He could have just taken a big shovel and shoveled it all out. But that wasn't good enough for Hercules. He diverted a river to go through the stables, which cleaned the stables out entirely. Now, it didn't count because he used a river, but I still find it to be very interesting. Just that he could do that, and that he thought to do that. See, he's known for his brawn, but he had brains. He was a smart guy. Thank you, Tom. You may ask me another question.
Oh. We'll be back after this.
Solid, almost juicy fruit. Sick vacuum. Almo juicy fruit, quote sublevit animus meus.
Ammo quo das mi reus.
Ille magnum est.
Yeus.
Fugimus.
We're back with the Dateline Special.